Hello, everyone. I would like to welcome you to the Food Alchemy Show, and it's Alchemy on Sunday. I am glad to be here. I'm so excited. We're getting ready for the holidays, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to rock it out of this place this holiday. We're going to blow 2014 and blow it into 2015 with such enormous energy. You're going to be like, wow. I see changes coming for all of us that are going to be positive. It is going to be off the charts. Do you hear me? Off the charts. I'm so excited. I'm going to stop moving my head so much. For you guys out there, if you want to call, the number is 347-996-5895. That number again is 347-996-5895. 347-996-5895 is the number. And all you have to do is press that little number one, and someone will get back to you. And you also can Skype in on the show. All you got to do is go to Blog Talk Radio, Food Alchemy Network, press and then go, and then you press on the little S, and you'll be right there in my little box, and I will be able to talk to you. Our chat room is open on Blog Talk Radio. And also our blog talk is the chat room, sorry, it's open also on Ustream, but I'm not there. So your best response to that chat room is the jiggle over to Blog Talk Radio and get in that chat room where I'm sure a host of other people are there. And we have someone there that will tell me there if you have any questions or anything, just let me know. So I just want you to have a fantastic day. I want you to welcome Monday with the grace and ease that it's going to bring to you and the peace. So now that you're over your Friday, Saturday, and now it's a beautiful Sunday, I'm sure that most people went to the house of worship, and then some of us worship together, some of us worship in the park, some of us worship in different places. So going to the temple, and some of us worship on Saturdays too. So got to pay homage to that and give much respect to that as well. So I'm going to keep adjusting now and then, ladies and gentlemen, to the camera. I am working, as I said, with some things here. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am your favorite food alchemist. I am an author of the book called It's Vegan and It Tastes Good. I also teach you about alchemy for you guys that's never heard of me. And alchemy means healing your body, showing you about your DNA, which is your DNA coding in your body. And people didn't realize that they can actually shift and turn around their DNA. And that's what I comment about. I show you different ways by uses of air, water, fire, and metal and wind. And these are different elements that are all around you, from oils to herbs to your energetic energy, as we say in the church, laying on the hands, or in the metaphysical field, Reiki, prana, in the Hindu world as well as in the overseas. So there's different forms of energy that we use to heal the body, and we use the herbs, and herbs have been around for quite some times. And then we have our beautiful stones, which I surround myself with, and I basically decide to actually do an alchemy kind of situation today. So I'm going to say some prayers. So all you callers out there, and in the chat room, just be patient with me a little bit as I mosey on and get my groove on. So I think I had it. I just had it. And it was a beautiful thing that I wanted to do the opening to. So for all you people out there, are you ready? You're ready? I am going to begin. So we're going to start off by giving you beauty and love. It's called Parallel Merges, Magnet Surges, Time Collapse and Straining Surges. Nothing is wrong. Bring it on. Bodies are hurting from encoded bursting. Resistant depleted, work almost completed. These changes are strong. Bring it on. Physical bodies communion in genetic reunion with codes of infinity from embodied divinity. Our bodies are coming along. Bring it on. Our bodies are coming along. Bring it on. Our bodies are coming along. Bring it on. Mental delusions, shattered illusions. Go through the gate, awakening awaits. Surrenders go on. Bring it on. I'm going to say it again. Bring it on. To shift realities and divine normalities, and very effective to perplex perspective. For what to do long, bring it on. From transpersonal knowing, attachments are going. Emotional upheave, the spirit is revealed. The love is for one. Bring it on. The love is for one. Bring it on. The love is for one. Bring it on. Open the hearts to jubilation. Open the mind to revelation. Open the body. Open the spirit to the beloved spirit's goal. The mission is nearly done. Bring it on. Mystical mission needed mystical vision. Hearts open and wild. Free the magical child. We're dancing towards home. Bring it on. Our ecstatic birthright filled with grace and delight in heaven's style through magical child. Touch the new dawn. Bring it on. Would you join in the fun? Everybody can come to the universal celebration of humanity graduation. Join in a victory song. Bring it on. Join in the victory song. Bring it on. Join in the victory song. Bring it on. Old works are ending, universe ascending, Merba spinning, the world's new beginning, calling on the one, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Merkaba merges, true love surges, space and time collapse, and spirits enwraps. The flight of one, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. So I hope you like that. It was to hope and fill you with the energy of love. So I get so many calls and so many things going on in my life at the beginning of the week from Monday. And sometimes it doesn't even stop until Sunday in the evening. So I will be having some callers. So if you do want to call in, you can call in. I am doing little mini consultations at this time. Will not be full readings. We will just bring it and level it out. So if you're having a health issue, we're going to talk about it. And maybe your issue will help someone else out that they're having an issue, with. So I want you to work with me and see what we can do together. So, like I invited people as always to call in, and I look forward to my callers. And I've recently learned sometimes our callers cannot get through some technical things with Blog Talk Radio. So for my peeps in Ustream and everything, I appreciate the love and the generosity that you have for me. I just want to talk about Sunday and what it means to some people. Sunday is a day of sun and bringing new energy, new life. And I think also Saturday does that for most people too, because it brings a new life and bubbliness in your world. So as you transpire to go through different things, this is the time, I believe, on Sunday, you reveal about certain times of your life and all the things that you did during the week, because your body starts charging down. Our body really does not charge down for some people until maybe Sunday, as we're laying down and going to sleep about 7 and getting all that beautiful rest. So, our body is always in motion. It's always tense. Our brow is tight. Our head is tight. Our calves are tight. Our mind is always constantly racing. And your body might actually slow down as you're beginning to eat your dinner, say about 5 or 6 if that's for you. And you begin to chew and reflect and absorb in the energy that is going around you. So, I enjoy my Sundays. I enjoy the weekend. I enjoy each day, I should say, as it go, because it brings so much energy, prosperity, and thoughts. Because each night that I lay down, I get to get up and do it again and rethink the things that I did not like and try to change them with a new attitude or a new thought of going after my goals. So it's a time for me to reflect. Sunday is, and I think about what's going on in my life, what has been changes, how special, and what did I do today to make someone in my life remember me by, whether was it to put an extra piece of fruit on their plate, as simple as it may. Was it just the kiss on the top of the head? Was it something as simple as a touch of a hand? Was it something as such as writing a poem or writing a verse or writing something from my heart and giving it to them? Was it something as easily as just gazing into their eyes and concentrating on what they're saying and bringing love? So I said, what did I do to make your day better? And that's what I say to myself. How can I be a blessing to someone else? And it doesn't necessarily have to be that person has to be in need. That person could be in just needing a hug. And you'll feel that energy from someone if they really need a hug. Like you can feel the energy that your intuitive will tap in. So I just wanted to say out there, it's been a beautiful day for me. It's been marvelous. We are so geared up at preparing for things that are coming for 2015. We're making menus. Let's say we're planning trips. We're thinking about all the things that 2015 is going to bring to a multitude of people. So I look forward to all these wonderful beings being there with me in 2015. Some might not make it because they have basically decided to actually leave from this plane and go to another, or they have decided that they wish to go home from where they came from and not be part of this realm anymore. So there's different ways that we can go that transpires, transform, and go home and have a homecoming. So I just want you to know that I'm here for you, and that 2015, I'm just keep saying it feels so magical on my tongue. The vibration that I'm feeling as I say 2015 is just going to astonish people, and the energy is going to be phenomenal for you out there that are searching the goddess that is within. We got wonderful things going on with us, wonderful people that are going to be with us on our shows, that I will also be working 2 shows. It will be the Food Alchemy Network, which I'm doing here, which you are live, and that is on Blog Talk, and Food Network on Food Alchemy Network. Food Alchemy Network on Blog Talk. Food Alchemy Network on Ustream. I will be running a series of shows and a series of serious guests that are really going to help and heal and touch you from your heart to your soul and give you some knowledge of understanding. And also, I will be on True Psychic Network doing my shows on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will be shooting shows from various locations. The energy that I knew changed was when I looked on the website and seeing that Arizona is having its first annual food vegetarian festival. Arizona's having a vegetarian food festival where there'll be wonderful presenters. Moi is one as a present presenter. Okay, so if you've never tasted my food and you want that wonderful chance, this would be an awful, wonderful, awesome time to come down. It's January 10th, 2015. It starts at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And if you guys know, I've been at the Scottsdale Festival as well as one of the chefs as well. But this is dear to my heart because we were going to doing vegetarian cuisine. And this is all plant-based food. You'll get education. Children will love it. And you'll even get to participate in some of the activities that are going to be there. So it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be a continual, hopefully a continual. We have people coming from far away, far and wide, that are going to be guests there and at the Civic Center. It's at 3939 Drinkwater Boulevard in Scottsdale, Arizona, at the Scottsdale Amphitheater Theater. You're going to love it. It is close across the street from the Scottsdale Library. It has right across, which they have on Saturdays, they have a Scottsdale farmers market that's there. I mean, could you get more pleasant than that? The farmers market right across the street that goes on, that will be going on during the Arizona Vegetarian Food Festival. I mean, this is just phenomenal that it's going on. So I'm going to take a short break and take a commercial. So we're going to do a commercial and I will be back with you in one moment. So are we ready? Commercial.
Welcome, everyone. This is your favorite Food Alchemist coming to you live. I have a show every Friday that you don't want to miss on Ustream TV and Blog Talk Radio. You can call it 323-693-3312. We will talk about various things, from vibrations
Is there anybody else in the chat room?
herbs. I will share recipes with you about the healing.
Tell him he can come on and be a guest.
But if you cannot make our show and must have a conversation with me, like to get an alchemy reading, and to discover your other self of really getting involved with you, you can call me at 480-253-9407. That number again is 480.
Hardly have anybody in here. I'm just shocked.
9407. That is the phone number you can call. If you want to see some of my work, who I've worked with, some of the testimonies, and some of the videos that are just there live, you can go to www.CHESSESSYSOODALCHEMIST.com. That website again is www.CHESSESSYSOODALCHEMIST.com. That is Chef Fuzzy Food Alchemist. We have posts and blogs and recipes on there. We also offer you wonderful alchemy treats, Kava Bliss oil. We also offer valerian brownies that are gluten-free, sugar-free. What other delights you say we have? We also have an alchemy line of treatments for the body to pull in that inner goddess or God within you. We also have drawers positivity into you. So these are some of the things that you can find on this wonderful website. So why don't you go down and call that number? 48.
All right, that was wonderful. So for you guys out there, I pulled up a little thing that I want to say for you guys out, and just be prepared. It's a little something called Amen. I am the temple of the light. Amen. I am the guardian of the sacred ark of the covenant. I carry the law of God within my heart. I step between the veils. I speak with source. Amen. I am the temple of the light. Amen. I shine forth the letter of the holy name from my brow. I am the guardian of the threefold flames of in. I am a priestess within the temple of my spirit. Amen. I am the temple of the light. Amen. I am the guardian, the sacred of the art of the covenant. I shine forth the flames of the letter of the world, so that all may be the temple of the light, keeper of the covenant. I am the temple of the light. Amen. I am the guardian, the sacred ark of the covenant. Amen. 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 That's what I say to you guys. So, I am just doing my own little worship service here. And it's just kind of quiet today. I'm sorry, you guys. My show is just so late today. And it's really usually not that late. I went and did something else. I did a solstice ceremony with one other sister, and it was phenomenal. So for you guys out there, I have a selenite that was part of the ceremony. It was just beautiful. Um, you guys out there, this is a selenite. It's beautiful, healing, and it assists you and open up things around you and bring you just a lot of positivity of an enlightening and helping you and yourself reach your goal of where you want to be. I mean, it's very beautiful. I am waiting for 2 callers, but as we're finding out, Blog Talk has some issues. And my other beautiful, beautiful stone I have here is a rose quartz. A rose quartz is for the heart and the heart chakra, as well as opening you up to more love. Not only romance love, but love in your heart for you to be a more loving being, if you will. And then I have my beautiful, beautiful turquoise. There's another beautiful stone that I have here. And that I basically got interested in turquoise because I used to see some of my family members have it wrapped in silver. I have to use sterling, not sterling silver, real silver, not the fake, not plated or anything. It breaks my body out. But I always would see like a bracelet, or carrying around with copper. Me and my body and copper don't like each other. Copper don't like me. It actually pulls from me, which never figured out why. But when you see a lot of these pieces like turquoise, you see it always wrapped in beautiful copper. And I love copper. I love my copper pots and so forth. And just a lot of stuff. And jasper for healing and bringing prosperity in. Just love all these things in life. So, I don't know. So, I know some people were there, so it's okay. So, we'll hop it along like I normally do. I usually just wing it about things. So, if I was hoping people have questions, like always, today is just bringing in beauty, and I can't seem to let you guys see what's going on, which I'm going to try my very level best for you guys to see my crystal grid that I actually have going on. You see more of my chair. You can't really see the lights and the candles because they're so bright. But this is my crystal grid that I have going on for healing, for prosperity. I set them up. And then this one that I have here is basically a little replica of a selenite with all the chakras on a grid. So these are the things that I basically do with my time, if you will. It's always something new and different going on, and being of love and just planning that energy. So let's see. So you guys can see me more so that it's not like, oh, she disappeared, but she's here. Okay. So, just like today is just the energy. It's like, wow. You know what I'm feeling today? Just wow. So, usually, I didn't have a subject today. It was just learning about alchemy and having the callers call in and getting love and sharing my love with you to start off your day, your Sunday with me, and just to give you a little bit more insight of different things that goes around you and healing and how to bring in prosperity, especially for 2015, and letting you know what's going on, health wise, and things that are, people are being touched, or being inspired to do different things that are going outside the box. I was messing with my little aventurine, which I like, which is a beautiful, beautiful stone dwelling. I love it. I love all my stones. My stones have a message uh, for me and others. So today's just been kind of goofy, you know. I have someone working in the back of me, which you guys know is my lovely baby girl. She's there, helping Mama out either by manning the phones or manning the chat room or helping me get a lot better at this, trying to do multitudes of duties. So I'm grateful for her, and I pay honor to her, and much gratitude because she helps her mama out a lot, and I'm grateful for that. So love you, baby girl. Yes, I had to say love my baby girl, and I love my baby boy too. He's upstairs, getting ready for his day. He is a senior. Woohoo! I'm excited. I made it to this very day of actually having a wonderful child, that has not been in any trouble, in trouble with his mama, many states and many places and some countries, that kind of try him, and kind of try some sometimes of trying to actually fit in. You know what I mean? So today, like I said, if I was waiting for my friend to call in. Oh, okay. I'm being told in 5 minutes I will be getting this call. I have a special person I want to say hello to, and he's gonna call in, and we're gonna talk a little bit more. He's out there in California. Holla. Okay, and then my girl hopefully will be calling in pretty soon too. Um, I believe she has the number. I can't call out. I used to be able to call out and do all these little fancy gadget things, and now not so much. So waiting for her to make an appearance today, um, and see how it goes. So, all you people out there, I wanted to talk a little bit, touch on cancer, um, and some things that you can do, incorporate in your life. Like we talked about culture food, which is basically good. Actually, being on a raw vegan diet for a little bit, actually drinking ozone water, also drinking alkaline water, also cutting and stepping way back from the sugar, also strengthening our bones by doing yoga, qigong, what else? Yoga, qigong, tai chi, and qigong is spelled another way: Chiku kong, qi kong, which is another form of exercise that strengthens your body too. And I've been studying that, and that's to strengthen your bones. So also eating more nutrient food with calcium and iron. which people don't know, is that when you drink vitamin C, helps your calcium and vitamin D levels. It helps, the vitamin C helps your body absorb the calcium more in your bones as well as the iron. So, and you need these, and you also need protein to rebuild up your muscles. So if you've been out there out of touch, been bedridden, or not moving much, your bones actually, you know, loses a little bit of strength because you have not did so much. So you have to build that up and be patient with yourself, be gentle and understand. Also, there's breathing exercises that you can do, deep breathing, deep meditations, and going through that, visualization meditations, and even just saying the word and and oh. And these are notes that actually heals the chakras. And all depends where things are going at in your body. So they do help. So vibration actually helps the body get into balance, as well as knowing your chakra, also the colors of your chakra. So I wanted to share that with you a little bit. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, don't want to cut you off. So I believe I have two callers on the line. Um, let's see. I have which caller do I have? Seven 760. I'm going to unmute you, and you are with the Food Alchemist, and we're talking about a lot today of just your Sunday. So, who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Hi there, this is Georgette. How are you?
I'm fine, Georgette. How are you feeling today?
I'm pretty well. I felt pretty energized and clear when I woke up this morning. Um, and, it just kept getting, more. I just felt more and more alive today for some reason than I have been lately. And then I recognized that the moon is definitely new. So that's what I think I'm in, that new moon vibe.
All right. I like that. You go. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not quite sure what you guys or what you're doing on your show. If you're offering medical intuitive readings or anything like that.
Well, what I am offering today is a little mini consultation. Tell which basically helps you with different things. So I'm assuming that you need a little bit of maybe health guidance.
Yeah, for sure. I think for me, the biggest thing is the weight gain. Um, it's just, let's just say that I think I've connected the dots. Now it's just a matter of what would be the most effective method for me to feel like I'm getting back to where I need to be weight-wise and energetically. The last 3 years are very stressful,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what stress has a tendency to do,
Yes.
is to really kind of maybe send my hormones into
Yes.
craziness.
Yes. When you're very stressed, we as females, as women, we build up cortisol. Men do too, but we seem to grab it right around the tummy area. And that's what I call our womb area of healing, because when we're in pain, it goes right to our tummy. It goes right to the
Right.
tummy. So it also, the cortisone is basically a natural steroid in your body that builds up. And if you know, with anything with steroids, it builds up muscle, but also builds up fat too if it's not exercised or used in the right way. But when we're stressed, it turns into lipids. The lipids turn into fat solids and pad our little tummy a little bit and give us a little extra cushion for the pushing, if you want to, you know what I mean. So it's there. And then if you're going through changes, not only through life stress, but also age change, job
Yeah.
change, movement change, like anything in your environment, whether it's your life,
Yeah.
your health.
Check all of the above.
Oh, okay. So you're in a very stressful situation. So that is going to be there, the weight gain and your understanding about food. But then certain people, I tell them you might want to go get your thyroid checked. You definitely want to get your blood levels checked for your hormones balance. If you're excreting more estrogen or more testosterone, um, there's different levels of hormones that actually work against our body. Um, and certain foods that we can do to actually help that and balance that, especially when we're stressed. And if you're stressed, it would be glass good to drink. I was going to say glass. Make a cup of warm chamomile tea. Actually, rub your feet down with lavender because these are nerve helping herbs that help the nerves relax and they put you in a calmer place. So you also might want to think about taking a baking soda and I want to say sea salt bath or dead sea salt bath, which helps you detox and pull detoxins out the body, as well as adding a little lemon, essential lemon oil from Italy. I like Italy because it smells pleasant, it has a nice aroma, and it does a lot for the body. It revitalizes the body, which I really
What
love.
do you like best? I'm sorry. What did you say?
I'm saying lemon, essential oil from Italy.
Oh, from Italy. Okay, that's the part I didn't hear. Okay.
Italy, because lemon is also a mood enhancer. It basically,
Mm-hmm.
if you go into a place, and orange is a mood enhancer. So when you go into a place and you smell orange, you're uplifted right away. It's a mood enhancer of joy.
Mm-hmm.
It brings prosperity as well. That's another thing. But lemon has a way of clarifying and making the body adjust a little bit, meaning that your hormones are running, but lemon is a natural fat burner. It also cleanses the body from the fat. It also alkalines the body, and because our body can be a little bit acidic, so these are things that I would do. I would eat some oranges. I would also eat some sweet potatoes. I don't know if you like that, with a little bit of a little bit
Oh,
of
that's so interesting. You should say that I've had such a desire to have oranges lately.
okay.
So it's not usual for me. So citrus is not always something my body is craving, but it is craving it right now. And I've also been drinking lemon water in the morning, every morning.
Okay. See, so your body's telling you, and also while you're drinking the lemon is. Here's the message that it's also detoxifying the liver, and it also will help with
Yeah.
cholesterol, and it also. What people don't understand is that when we have lipids, the liver gets fatty, and it's not just hepatitis, but it gets fatty, and that's where it goes, and that's how we build up cholesterol in our bodies. So you're
Oh.
drinking that,
So what
yes.
is the cause of that? What is the cause of the liver getting fatty?
Our diet, our moods, the hormones in our body that we do, and also the lack of exercise. And also, if you've had any time, then this is just my opinion, so I better put this out there, let people know. I am just giving you advice. I am not a licensed medical doctor, conventional doctor. I am a doctor, but not a medical conventional doctor. So these are just my suggestions. The suggestions I make are not approved by the FDA. So I have to put that out, that disclaimer, so people know. But
Okay.
these are my personal opinions. It is also a factor of our environment and what we breathe in because we're not getting a lot of oxygen like we used to, the chemical trails. If you
Right.
remember, you used to
Right.
be able to breathe more. You're finding more kids with asthma. You're finding more kids with health issues. You're finding more kids with
Yes.
obesity. So it's also the processed foods we're eating. It's actually changing a chemical in our diet. They're hiding stuff in our foods like Alestra. I don't know if you remember, you were out and back in the day when they were telling Lay's had the Alestra oil that was out back in the day and told you that you can eat all you want, and when you ate all you want you were going to still be fine. That it
Yes.
actually made people sick, and that they had diarrhea, and it actually they had to pull it off the market. And what they didn't tell us, some people had a lot of health issues with their liver due to that. So
Mhm.
to me, that wasn't good. So for that, I just tell people, what do you want to do? Do you want to change? And if you do, I suggest people do raw for a little bit to change, to jumpstart your body. Now, as you're doing raw, you're going to get very symptomatic, like your body is having an allergic reaction, but your body's really not having an allergic reaction. Your body's actually detoxing. And you can feel like you're fatigued and a little bit run down, but you'll see after the fourth day, you've gotten over that hump, your body starts surges back, you'll get more energy. The things that you're doing, you'll be able to exercise more, you'll be able to walk more, you'll be able to do all the things, some things that you weren't able to do. They come a little at a time because your body didn't get in this state overnight. It took time to get there, but we didn't recognize our body was actually breaking down a little bit as we went through this. So every time you're stressed, it takes a chain to your body. Every time you feel it, it hits you in the gut, it hits you in the chest, it sends your blood pressure up. When you have a headache, and you put the headache off, and what you do is you'll pop a Tylenol and go on your way. You'll get another headache, or your cravings for different things of you wanting to eat. And you'll just pop and you're like, I got have sugar. You want that endorphins to speed up your body from that. It's because you're basically relying on that stress factor, and it's comfortable. Or you'll even want fried chicken or fried foods, things that you normally would not eat. Your body's under that stress, and there it goes, like whoops, there it is. Whoops, there it is. So these are different things. Is there anything else, that I could possibly help you with? uh
Just the energy, to increase the energy in order to feel, that I have reserves in order to do more exercising and, feel energetic and
okay.
vital.
Well, what I would do is also add ginger to a juice in the morning, and also I would take a wheat grass shot. And let me tell you, it's whew, it'll make you. If you can see me on camera, I am doing the thymus thump because that's where it hits you at, right there in the middle of your chest. So you might even want to try to do that. Have you ever heard of the thymus thump?
The thymus, yeah.
Thump, the thump, not the thymus, the thymus thump.
Oh, thymus pump. Okay, got it.
You ever hear of that? Do you know how to do it?
Yes.
If you
I can
do,
remember how to do that.
okay. Basically, you're tapping. Type in the thymus, and in between your chest cave, or free. Oh well, shoot, I'm not going to show in camera, but for people right here, I'm almost flashed you. Excuse me, people on Ustream. Didn't mean to do that. Um, you're going to tap right there, and you want to really tap. And as you can see and hear, you'll find that your energy, if you do the thymus thump every day, and I mean religiously every day, you're going to find a change. If you're doing that thymus thump, is what we call it, you're going to feel a change. You're going to feel energy. And also, what you might want to do is simple movements as yoga in the morning, getting up and stretching and doing a lot of deep breathing. And I mean, really breathe deep. Not like we breathe, but we don't breathe properly all day. We're not doing the correct breathing. And when we walk, we're not walking with our shoulders back. We're walking either with our shoulders slumped over or in a mood. We're not walking with the line in our spine to give our body an alignment. So that's another thing that I would include in my daily activities. definitely add the ginger,
Oh,
definitely add the wheatgrass and the thymus thumps religiously. And if you really want to put, your body into that energy form, maybe even doing a raw diet for a couple of days, even if it's 3 days, or even doing what I call the apple diet of just eating nothing but apple and drinking apple juice, not the juice that has the sugar in it, but real pressed apple
yeah.
juice, and seeing that. And
Right, right.
also you do is you add a little apple cider. You will find after you do that, your body gets such a jolt of cleansing that the pectin from the apple is going to and move. It's because it's fibrous. It's going to move the stuff out of your colon. I wouldn't even be surprised if your colon is backed up. So I tell again people, get a colonics, do an enema, add apple cider to the enema. So there's so many things that we can go and do for the body, but also keep a journal. When you're feeling stressed, pull out that journal and write down what is making you stressed. And if you can't figure out to take that stress right away, figure out how not to put yourself in that situation in the future. Now, say if it's bills, okay? What I want you to do is write across the bills in big red letters, PAID, paid, an underlined explanation point. Even though it's not paid, you're seeing it and visualizing your bills being paid.
I like that.
You go through that and you do that through everything. Okay, you want to move. I don't know if this has to do with you, but this is what I'm being felt. If you want to move out of, it seems like a housing situation or even a career situation, is this is just what I'm being told. So you can tell me if I'm wrong or right. Are you trying to move?
No, I'm actually trying to have somebody move out
Okay.
so that I can have my space back.
Okay. Well, it's that they're moving. And visualize that. Well, what you do is actually,
Right.
what you can do is actually clean the house from top to bottom and sweep out and pray the whole entire time. Send the nothing but love out the door. As you're
Mm-hmm.
sweeping, sweep everything from front of the door, clean the door, and sweep them out. You know what I mean? It's people like thinking, oh, it's symbolic, but it works. Sweep them right out the door and say, I sweep you out with love. And you send them nothing but love and energy. This
Mm-hmm.
situation, this relationship no longer serves me and no longer serves them. I wish it to
Mm-hmm.
be gone. So it is, so it is, so it is. Be it. It is done. And
Mm.
walk around like it is done. And eventually they will feel that energy. Start filling your house with energies. Burn essential oils, especially orange. Burn orange oil, you know, and put it out there. They will move.
When you say burn, do you mean like just have a candle underneath?
Do you have like, well, I guess I should, air diffuser, like essential air diffuser, or even boiling
Oh,
oranges, like orange peels from the oranges? Take them and boil them in a pot with cinnamon.
oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
I'll think of a way. If you don't got it, we're gonna come up with a way to help you so you do get it. You understand?
Yeah, yeah, then go. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Everything you're saying is speaking my language, definitely.
Okay, so where are you calling from, may I ask?
California,
Okay, okay. What part of California? North, south?
Los Angeles, and
Oh, you poor
Southern
baby.
California.
Oh, wow, you poor baby. I understand. That's a lot of energy there. It's good energy
Yeah,
sometimes, but it's a lot of energy there. And you're dealing with a
yeah,
lot energetically there. There's a lot of shifts going on in there. So, yeah. So,
sure enough. Mm-hmm.
but if you want, what I can do is put you on my prayer list or healing list, and we will send out some healing for you.
Well, thank you.
No
I
problem.
love that.
No problem.
And
So,
on that apple fast that you mentioned,
uh huh.
how many days? Is it just 2 days?
You can do it 2 to 3 days. You would start on a Friday and do a Saturday and end it on a Sunday. And how to get off of it is basically eat a salad and make sure that it's a salad, to bring it down on Sunday. So after you finish like your lunchtime meal, have a light salad and then drink a juice in the morning. So you want to break it. You don't want to break it where your body goes to abrupt stop and it hurts yourself. So that's what I do. And if you have any questions, what you can do is always go back on Blog Talk and look under, it says Alchemy Service on Sunday, and repeat back if you didn't understand anything and you didn't have a pencil and paper to write it down. You can always go back.
Yeah.
So I'm always in archives. And if you want to actually hear yourself or see yourself, you can also go to Ustream on Food Alchemy channel and actually get to see it if you want. So you actually get to see yourself. So there's a lot of ways. So I'll put you on hold, and I have another caller. I'm going to bring them in. And if you have any questions, you can always raise your hands again. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, my dove. Love, I say love, light, life, longevity, and much prosperity to you. I say that to you.
Same to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you? Okay, caller 916. I need you to tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Hi, Chef Sophie. This is Chef Ernesto. How are you?
I am wonderful, Chef Ernesto. I've been waiting for you, my love.
Okay, well, here I am, and I've been listening. And you know what, sister? I really, really love your show. I totally do. I listen to it as much as I possibly can. And every show that we do, we brag about you. The two sisters, we brag about you and Chef Dre.
I love
Chef
her.
Chef Dre has 4 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
You have a doctorate. I am so proud of your accomplishments. It's not even funny. So when you give advice, you know what you're talking about. It sounds solid advice, and I respect that. I really do.
Oh, you make me get all goosey inside.
I'm listening to the information that you gave to the caller before me,
Mm-hmm.
and it was thorough. It's solid, and that's why. Yeah, see, you inspire me. You do. You inspire me in a lot of different ways, and I really, really appreciate that. And Pastor, she's at church tonight, but if she was here, she'd say the same thing because we talk about you often, sister.
Oh, thank you. So I'm like saying this, let's make this work. So I decided I haven't been on my own channel for a while, for a minute, I'm gonna say. And I decided to bring Food Alchemy Network back. My daughter's on the show. I decided I have some wonderful guests. You're gonna be floored by the guests I got coming up. That are coming up January. It's going to be off the chain. I have this sister that I did a solstice. We did a solstice. Welcome to the solstice winter ceremony today, and her name is Reverend Charmaine. She has a temple. She's in New York. She's going to be the guest on January 9th, so I'm excited about that. Then I have another brother named Reverend. See, listen to this. I got this other brother named Reverend Michael J.S. Carter. He wrote a book it's called Scriptures in Depth and New Thoughts. And he was actually on the History Channel. And Spirit said to me, you need to email this brother and see if you can get him on your show. And okay, I will. And I contact that gentleman. And this was just Friday, just looking at the show. How about I got an email back just like that? I mean, the brother must have been up on Saturday and emailed me back and said, I'd be honored to be on your show. I was like, oh, he says, would you like a copy of my book? I was like, oh my gosh. I got excited and I'm like, okay. And then I have this other gentleman that's going to be on. He's from Italy. He wrote a book. He's doing a book tour, matter of fact, in New York. His name is Silvestro Servari. Very Italian. I know I'm screwing up his name and he will correct me, just like Santo Barazzucci. He told me I messed up his name and they'll correct me. But he's going to be on my show. He has an Italian school, instructor culinary school in Italy. Matter of fact, in
Okay.
near Sicily, where my grandmother's from. So I'm excited about that, and just a lot of
I'm
things.
excited.
So I even
Okay.
got a good thing going on. You won't believe this or not. Arizona is having its in Scottsdale area is having its first annual vegetarian food festival. I am going to be one of the presenters. So
That's good.
I'm excited. I mean, things are opening and it's just opening doors, but I want people to know about you.
Yes,
I
yes.
want to know people to know about your show because I had such a wonderful time with you and your lovely wife, who is a reverend of a beautiful church, Roxanne. She is just amazing. Not that you're not amazing; he's amazing too, but she
Right.
has a.
She is amazing. She is, she really makes my show. My show, I actually come on twice on two different networks. I'm
Oh,
on Food Talk with Chef. Yeah, I'm on Food Talk with Chef Ernesto Friday morning. That's Access Sacramento. Out here in the Sacramento area is 96.5. But if you're not in the Sacramento area, you're worldwide. You can get accesssacramento.org and listen to my show from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And I have guest chefs. We talk nutrition. We talk sun-saving food, cleanliness, and safety. We talk all types of everything about food.
all right.
And we just have a great time. Sometimes I have restaurant guests, owners, just home cooks sometimes. I have vegetarians and vegans like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to just get a lot of information out there. And plus, we have a lot of bad chefs. And it's
Mm-hmm.
not a platform for us to get our chefs known. And with platforms like yours and with mine, it's not just about being African American. We just happen to be African American. We represent. And we represent everybody else as well. We don't just represent ourselves.
Right.
But we like to be able to do that. We like to be able to. So that's why I appreciate being on your show and you giving me the opportunity. But let me say this real quick. My other show is on Blog Talk Radio, and that's Food Talk with Chef Ernesto, and that's live, like yours is now. My
Right.
show is live, and we interview chefs. And it comes on at 6 p.m. All times I give are Pacific, so it comes on at 6 p.m. and we do the same thing. We interview chefs. We just have a great time. We have a young lady out here who has a dog bakery and boutique. But because it's about food, we talk about cooking for your dog.
Yep.
So we talk about food.
There you go.
We love what we do, and we love having guests like you on there, my sister.
I love it. But tell people a little bit more about your background because they don't know you like I know you and how much you give to the community. So we're gonna highlight you today.
A lot of these people, they go to these prestigious cooking schools, and I went to City College in San Francisco in the 70s, and I studied culinary, but my dad was a chef, my grandfather was a chef, and my great-grandfather was a chef. Plus, I had just got out of the Army. I went in at 17 and got out at 19,
Wow.
and I was an Army cook. So I did that. I had the experience of my dad and everybody helping me, and just continued working in food. I've been on cruise ships. I've been on some of the nicest bakeries and restaurants, because I do both. I do pastry, I do breads, and I also do savory, do dinner, lunch,
All right.
I'm working on different styles, different cuisines, and different diets and stuff like that. So we like a ketogenic diet for cancer patients. I know, that I can't give them too much carbohydrates, but if I do, it has to be the highest of quality carbohydrates,
Right.
9-grain breads and brown rice and stuff like that, whole
Correct.
grain. So I don't know. I've been in food all my life. I have. So, and my daughter wants to be a pastry chef.
You go.
So, hey, we roll with.
Hey, come on, follow in the footsteps. Go on, baby girl. Go on. That's good. See, I mean, that's awesome that you got that going for you. I mean, you've been in the field, like you said, for since the 70s. So we're talking, you know, you got a plethora of experience and see the trade. Because back in the day, people didn't celebrate chefs like they do now. They were not known.
Right.
They were like, oh, well, unless you went to France and all that stuff, you were just a cook. You like a bottle washer.
Yeah.
And
right. Okay, guys, go ahead.
so now it's getting a platform that it deserves.
Okay.
And I like that. The thing is, you've seen the changes that, you know, like some of these young kids think they go to these prestigious school and they think right away out the door they're going to go out and they're going to be the next Emerald. But they don't realize chefs like you, chefs like Emerald, they had to start at the bottom and work their way up to get where they are. It did not happen overnight. Right. Now they're like, oh, we got this show. You know what? Now that we got this show, I'm going to be famous. No, darling, it don't work like that. What have you paved the way? What work have you done? So I appreciate you. I really do. I sat there and I listened and my mouth dropped open when you was telling your history of what you had to do to get to where you are, and the fact that you give back to these young people coming up today. So I deeply appreciate you. And people don't know you're working and doing in the soup kitchen. You're using your skills. So you're giving back again. Go ahead.
Right. I run a feeding program here at church. And also, I helped in the France train. I used to work for on a cruise line, and we would go to France. And every time we went to France, one of the guys on the ship, his dad was the head instructor at Le Cordon Bleu in France. So whenever we landed in France, we always got free instruction.
Awesome.
And that was nice. So, you know, I love this business. I love what I do. But I still depend on sisters like yourself to help me or clarify information on like things like nutrition and some of the information that I give out. I make sure that I investigate first before I say anything over the radio. I make sure that I investigate. So if I give information, I want it to be right, like the going on a colon cleanse before you go on a diet. And I say that because a lot of people are impacted, or they have their intestines or their colons are gummed up.
Yep.
If you clear a lot of that stuff out, then your body can pull in that nutrition from that good food that you're putting in it. So I give advice like that.
Right. So when I tell people when they're juicing, what they should do while they're juicing, because you're juicing, your body is not able to excrete, they should do an enema every day until their body is finished. And when you'll notice the difference. And then you tell them there's certain kind of enemas. There's coffee enemas. There's the wheatgrass enema. There's the apple cider, vinegar enema. And there's even the baking soda. And then for the women, there's certain things that they need to be doing as well. Because as you're taking all of this stuff out, they need to be taking probiotics. So that's what I tell people. When you go get a colonics, they're taking the good bacteria and the bad bacteria out. Actually get a probiotic. If you don't get a probiotic, then you need to drink some kombucha or water kefir. You ever heard of them?
So,
Go ahead.
do that as opposed to a colon cleanse?
No. What I'm saying, when you go get your colon cleanse, you're taking out the good bacteria and the bad. So you need to replace it with good floral. So what you do, you drink the kombucha and you drink the water kefir. And it helps. It's a natural probiotic that you actually can take and drink. And I make them. I've been making them. You just get a kombucha. It's a SCOBY. And you make green tea. You put it with some sugar. And it's just like brewing beer. You need the yeast and stuff, but you don't use yeast. You're using the sugar and it starts fermenting. And that basically helps get rid of candida. It also starts balancing your body. It starts to also improve your immune system. This kombucha has been studied since 1982 in Germany, and they found that kombucha has 102 different ways to heal the body. 102. So, one of the other things that kombucha helps with is actually cancer, which people didn't know. And you want to make sure that it's on the line and you want to test it because you are using sugar. And what I say to people, when you have cancer, which you're familiar with, we talked about this, that you don't want to be eating sugar because it actually harms your body. So you need another sweetener. There's coconut sugar. And the reason you don't want to use agave with kombucha or anything, because it leaves a bitter taste in the agave, and the kombucha. You can also use molasses, but realize that your SCOBY is going to turn brown because that's a natural sweetener. There's different ways. You got monk fruit, okay? You can't use honey because honey is a natural antibiotic, antibacteria sweetener. So you can't use that one in there because it's going to actually eat the SCOBY and you defeat your purpose. So, so these are things that I tell them. And we even talked about cannabis, where there are some people that actually make pulse with cannabis for their cancer. And some people can take it and some people it can't. And I was talking to a high priestess and she said it's used also for stomach ailments as well. It's not only used for glaucoma and cataracts and cancer, but she said some different stomach ailments like even acid and acid reflux and stomach issues, they actually use cannabis in Nigeria for this to actually help. I wasn't aware of that. And I was like, wow. And then I said, well, okay, it's got different, cannabis can be done different ways. My ways, I said, cook with it. You make the oils, or if that's what you do, you know what I mean? So there's different aspects of it that you can use. Cook with it, eat with it, drink it, use a pulse as essential oil, rub it down. Some people smoke. I'm not a big advocate of smoking anything because it does harm to the lungs, and there's a better system to do than smoke. It hurts the lungs. Any kind of smoking, whether it's cannabis or cigarettes or even the natural cigarettes, they're saying it still puts due stress on the lungs that people are not aware of. So, that's just some information. My biggest thing I tell people is actually to do turmeric. Use turmeric, and if you use turmeric even helps the immune system inflammation. If you use bitter melon, I don't know if have you ever heard of bitter melon?
No, I haven't.
It's a thing. If you go into the Asian market, it looks like a zucchini, but it's white and it has like white strips in it. And when you taste it, it's very bitter. Okay, that's white bitter melon, and that's also good for diabetes. It's also good for your immune system. So we have all things out here. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize, Chef, but I have one more question that you finished.
Go for it.
And that's how do you naturally bring your blood pressure down?
You basically can use some raisins. Eating raisins is actually like a handful of raisins or 24 raisins a day actually brings your blood pressure down. Also taking cayenne pepper because it's a natural blood purifier. And usually why our blood pressure's up is because our heart is blocked and about to become blockage in the arteries and the veins. So you need them circulating. Again, add ginger. Add ginger to your to your food, but also ginger oil to the bottom of your feet. And that'll send it up into your system to calm it down. My other ultimate favorite is actually drinking chamomile tea and lavender tea because it's a natural nerve relaxant. A natural nerve relaxant. And then you also have busha. which is spelled Buchu, which is also good, is a herb that is good for your blood pressure.
Okay. So that's an herb?
That's an herb. That's an herb.
Okay.
It keeps your body. You want your body circulating. You want your body feeling really.
So
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was like, you want
So
your
I have chamomile tea, Ustream, and one more.
chamomile and lavender.
Lavender. Okay.
Lavender. And you can also get them in essential oils and put them at the bottom of your feet. You also lemon. Lemon is good because it alkalines the blood and alkalines the body.
Okay.
So,
You put lemon in your tea.
right. There you go. I mean, so basically your body needs to be alkaline. The more you can get it, so I tell people also what you want to do is actually drink alkaline water or ozone water. That is good. Oxygen therapy in the hyperbaric chamber also has been proven that actually help blood pressure go down dramatically.
Okay.
And also people with high blood pressure, you want to also check your liver functions. So that's another thing, because the lipids in the liver are basically not working too good sometimes. So it has a tendency to make the blood and your heart work a little bit more. And you might want to see if you have an enlarged heart. So you want to check all of these out, because your heart not working well is a privy to a heart attack. So you really want to do that. And apple cider vinegar is good for blood pressure, and I mean the real apple cider vinegar, not that garbage they got out, and the one with the mother's worth in it. That is a good apple cider vinegar for your blood pressure. It does wonderful. And and watermelon, cantaloupe, because you're nourishing your body, and your body sometimes is dehydrated from that, and also it brings on headaches. So we need to be drinking a lot more fluid than we think. Well, a person that's 182 pounds need to be drinking actually 92 ounces of water per day.
Okay.
So you need to get your water levels going on. Have your herbs. Turmeric is another one. Ginger is another one. Scallions is another one to have in your diet. What else? Sesame seed oil is good as well as flaxseed oil. That's another one to actually help you. Avocado also brings down your cholesterol level. People are shocked because it says it's fat. Also, coconut oil is good for, cholesterol level as well. And I'm not talking the crappy processed coconut oil. I'm talking about the cold pressed virgin coconut oil. These are all things that help and heal the body. And your food, and making sure that you eat as well is very important for your blood pressure, and making sure that your body get adequate rest is another thing for your blood pressure. So these are some things that I tell people. Definitely the lemon, and also Tai Chi is good. Yoga is good. Tai Chi, TAICHAI.
I'm familiar with Tai Chi.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Qigong, yoga.
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah, so all of these exercises are actually good for the blood, because it calms the body down. And doing meditation also is good for your blood pressure as well. So
Meditation.
there you go. Praying and breathing properly. Because when we don't breathe, we're doing that's not breathing. That's not breathing. That's not properly breathing. And how you walk actually puts pressure on your sternum, on how you walk and how you're breathing.
Okay.
So if you don't have your shoulders back, and I keep saying it with everything, your spleen is not aligned, guess what? You're out of balance.
Okay.
And guess what? What runs through your spleen?
Right.
You get it? What runs through your spleen? Your blood levels. Your blood, if your spleen is not right and it's kinked to the side or kinked to the nerve, guess what? That plays a major part on you not getting adequate blood and oxygen to your heart.
Wow. This is so thorough. I've actually ran out of room on my paper. I write it down, but it's in no particular order. It's just all over the place. And this is what I'm talking about. When I talk to you, Chef, you get solid information. You can take it to the bank. Cash it.
I'm glad. I'm hoping so. You know, that my thing is like to help. Like, as you know, I'm a rainbow person. You know, like I tell people, I can't, like, which I love about you, I can't be one way or another. You know what I mean? The more that I find out about my family, I just say, we're the United Nations. My family's got to be the United Nations. They got everything. You know, I found out there was Croatian Indian. Never heard of these people. Well, the Croatians, they mess with the Dutch. They mess with the French. They mess with this person. They mess with that person. They didn't care who you are. They welcome you into their abode. Okay? So, I got that. Was like, my cousin let me know. She was like, cuz, you know, you Croatian Indian and Mohawk on your grandmother's side. So all the gifts of shaman and medicine women, that's where that comes from. Also, on my grandmother's side comes a preacher. So that's where me being an ordained minister comes from. It's in my bloodline to be an ordained minister. It's in my bloodline to be a medicine person. So me being a doula and all this stuff is just putting me in alignment of what my ancestors did before me, my elders, what they did. And I'm just following. And that's what you're doing. You're following your ancestry, what your grandfather, your father, and so is your daughter. It's in her blood. And that is the
great-grandfather.
See? Do you want see that's what I'm saying? It's all in your blood. Your blood tells you exactly your purpose in life as well as healing. Now you can deviate from that. You can and change it. But what I'm saying, your DNA plays a major part in your body. And I tell people, you can actually change your DNA. They're like, no, you can't. Yes, you can. Your body regenerates itself to a new body every 7 years. So think about that. If your body can regenerate itself to a new being every 7 years, what do you think your body is doing every night to repair your cells? So you understand? So we have herbs, oils, and food to repair the body. When you say that you are sick and you don't think that you can heal, I'm hate to say this, but I'm going to call you a liar. Sorry. Because when the Creator made Earth, why would they not give something to help rebuild what is breaking down? There's always an opposite to whatever it is. There's, you know, and that's how we got to look at it. You can cure your body, but that's the secret the government don't want you to know. Or I should say, the big pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know. You can actually cure your body if you took the time and realized, what did our ancestors, did they have doctors like we have them now? Did they have hospitals like we have them now? And I understand some people say, well, they're good and they have a place. But I'm saying the mortality rate might have been different, but in some cultures it was not different. We healed with those herbs. Your grandfather was healing with food. The food, your great-grandfather, when they put food in front of you, it was healing. It filled your belly. And when you, every summer, every winter, every spring, they were giving you something to clean out your body. Am I right?
Yeah.
So this is what... There you go. See, yeah, castor oil, cod liver oil, what else? Pine tar. And we take pine tar baths to get off stuff, and they knew what to do. And you would eat maple syrup and it was no problem. but it was healing your body. And you took baking soda, and they used to give you laxative, and used to eat prunes and all the stuff that we've forgotten. Our great great grandparents have been doing this for years, and they'd had healthy, and they lived a long time, some of them, and some of them not so long because of the decisions they made. You know, we won't get into that, but you know what I mean. Some of the decisions they made cost them their life, you know, because they wanted something else. But what I'm saying, that had they lived, they passed that down. So you being a great cook, you have hands of healing. So when you're providing food for people, you're doing healing right there. You're nourishing their soul as well as their body, because the energy that your body encompasses, and your wife encompasses and feeds their spirit and soul with her message and her energy. So that's why y'all a dynamite team. Y'all are a dynamite team, you know. I don't know. What was I gonna say? Something about a crystal. Um, are you familiar with crystals by any chance?
What was the question?
Are you familiar with crystals by any chance?
I'm kind of. I hear Roxy talking about them sometimes.
Well, the thing is, I feel that you need a crystal. And the crystal that I'm thinking at this point is a rose quartz crystal. A rose quartz and a clear quartz. Rose quartz is good for your heart, because you have such a big heart. You have such a big heart. And a clear quartz to magnify that love back, so that it brings in some prosperity for you guys. For the love to be reflected back out into the world, and is reflected back out into you, so that you can get the love that you guys need, because you support a church. And I tell people, people don't tithe like they used to, and people don't belong to a building like they used to either. But bills got to get paid, and when you're working at empty. That's what I feel, you know. But y'all need to get that love back. The love that y'all get needs to be reflected back like a mirror back into you guys, that is felt, so that y'all can get where y'all need to be. And I'm definitely hoping that I'll see your wife on the trip that we're going to go to Belize. I really looking forward to it. You know,
She's excited.
you know, I just know it's going to be phenomenal. We've been doing radio shows about it. Had Macarona Rose on here twice on my show, and then True Psychic Networks. And it's going to be phenomenal. We got bush people coming, and anybody with an ailment, they're going to work personally with them and help them get better. And
that sounds great.
you know, that's something that you can't get, place. And plus, we got a doctor that'll be there as well. That so if anything goes wrong, we have a conventional doctor in the house that actually will make a house call to the ladies that'll be in the house.
Okay.
So, and we will be on, so it's a lot going on. So, pass the word out. Let them know what's going on. If they really want to come on, they can we're going to have a blast. I mean, it's,
all right.
I'm loving, and she's going to come back and be just so loving and have so much information to share with you that you going to just be in love all over again. It's going to be like y'all on your second honeymoon.
You guys are going to be in Los Angeles, right?
Say that again.
I think you're gonna be in Los Angeles, right?
I was supposed to be in Los Angeles for the month of February, but the gentleman never called me back. And my way of protocol is, if you don't call me and I reach out to you, it's not meant to be, and
That's the way you.
yep. And
That's the way that.
yep. And then the universe will open up another door, if I'm supposed to be there. I'll talk to my friend. I have a wonderful friend by the name of Denise Lau Cook. She's named as the Oracle, and the Oracle speaks. Wonderful poet, activist, wonderful woman. Wonderful, wonderful, right there in Hollywood, California. And she does a show on Sunday too, every Sunday at 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock to 1:30. She
Oh,
does a
okay.
show, and it's half an hour. And she's a very activist in all the things. They're actually putting something together to go to Jamaica to actually take Piccolo books over to Jamaica at 9 Miles. She was telling me about where they're going to be able to take the containers, the books go in, and actually have a building that is function and able to be seen with lights and everything. That the library will be able to be open. Now that is
Yeah.
extraordinary. So that, I mean, that's the kind of work this sister is doing, and she's teaching over there. So I mean, she's got a wonderful heart. Love her too. And you might want to listen to her CD. She's on what, Reverb Nation, Reverb Nation, and her song is "You Are the One." You are the one. And Lunar Moon, she's won many awards. She's won the Spokescan Award twice. So we're talking about a serious sister and a serious poet. So, I give my hats off for people that I love. I support and send out all this information. But I love you guys out there in Sacramento. You're doing a worthy work, and the fact is you're a busy man. You are a busy, busy man, and the fact that I appreciate you took the time out to actually call into our show and actually be part of it.
90 seconds.
My
Uh-oh.
pleasure.
Just it's phenomenal. That I really, really appreciate that. So I want you to be able to tell people where they can get in touch with you at. So I want you to give out this information.
Facebook. Go to Facebook and look up Chef Ernesto just from my wall, and they can communicate with me there.
Okay.
And, as I get to know more people, I can get my email address and stuff. I just hate to give it out because so many people email you with crazy stuff. Get in contact with me. So get in contact with me on Facebook.
Right.
And I can always tell when somebody's pretty cool. So.
Oh, see, that's good. That not many people. Okay. And tell them the channel you're on in Sacramento. Tell them the channel you're on in Sacramento.
Oh, the channel I'm on in Sacramento is 96.5 FM, and that's every Friday morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., and that's Pacific.
Okay. See, I need to let them know. I want people to know who they're listening to, so they'll know. And that's Chef Ernesto on Facebook. You need to look him up, and his lovely wife, and he'll talk to you. And he has the shows on Blog Talk, but out there in Sacramento, they're blessed. And then you can even see him. He's even doing the right. He's doing the work out there in the community. So this is wonderful. They need to know you're an activist too. You're a beautiful activist out there doing the work, feeding different people and giving them love. You're giving them love, which is very understanding. So I want y'all to look him up. I'm going to spell his name on Facebook. It's Chef, CHEF, capital ERNESTO on Facebook. Chef Ernesto. Beautiful. And your show on Blog Talk is called? Come on.
Food Talk with Chef Ernesto. If you go to Blog Talk and you punch in the search button, Food Talk with Chef Ernesto, you'll find it. Pop right up.
Okay, and what I want y'all to do is punch that button and push follow so you'll know when his shows come right on. And if you guys in Sacramento, out there, you can listen to him and hear him. I mean, come on. That's a blessing. Come on, you ladies and gentlemen out there. Y'all getting blessed and a whole lot more. So I want y'all to, we're going to go. We're already in archives a little bit. So I want to say, people, it's been a wonderful time talking to you. I hope that I touched someone somewhere and was very helpful. And if you like, you can always find me at chefcecifoodalchemist.com. And if you want to see this show, you can go to Ustream TV and look under Food Alchemy Network. channel, or in a few minutes after it's all done and live, I will download it and you can go to YouTube and you'll be able to find it under Food Alchemist channel, or I think it's Chef Cecily channel. You'll be able to find me. If you look up Food Alchemist, you'll see Food Alchemist. Click on be following. You'll be able to see this show live and hear Chef Ernesto as well as myself. And it's been wonderful. I'd say to everybody, love, light, life, longevity, much prosperity to everyone. And it's been a blessing. And I thank you again, Chef Ernesto, for taking time out to be one of my hosts. I put you on the spot and thank you for sharing the love.
Thank you for the opportunity, Chef.
No problem. We're going to have to do this again. You're okay? We're going to do this again. Where we're going to do a food challenge.
And you're the only guest that I've ever had that blew me away on recipes. I've been working my own show in 4 years.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, I'm going to give you a chance to get it back.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a nice night, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out. This is your favorite Food Alchemist. And love, light, longevity, and much prosperity to you. Mwah! I'm out of here.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
What do you think?
Goodbye.
So what did you think of the show? Huh? I was sitting there. Did you see me stumbling?
You didn't sound like you were stumbling.
Lacey, I was stumbling, girl.
Okay, to you, it sounded like you were stumbling. Don't it sound like I was stumbling when I'm on the radio?
No, you don't. Where the hell is my glasses? Oh, gosh. I'm going, ooh. Oh, wait a minute.